Yes, guys, we have him here, the man of the moment. Let me make space on the screen. Hello, 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 Raja.
Congrats, Raja. We are so happy for you.
Thank
Raja,
you so much, guys.
oh man, Raja, this was
You did
what a
it.
victory.
Yeah. That was really intense. That was really intense. Today we have started. I mean, with the first game, was I just felt that my position is so good, and then I've just completely missed this idea with the mating attack that he
Yeah.
can just play without the rook, and you saw it. Yeah, I mean, when he played this queen takes h6 stuff,
Oh man,
and
that was what a
I
game.
said, okay, it shouldn't work because I'm having a rook up. I'm a rook up there, but in fact, it's just lost. I mean, when I just realized that it's lost, I was so upset. Yeah, around this position. Okay, competitor is showing some d3 stuff instead of d takes c3. Have you seen
Yes,
it?
yes,
But this is
D3.
too much. Yeah, I haven't seen it at all.
The idea was to open the F file eventually, which is so
Yeah,
tough.
but Sagar, you remember this Dubov game against
Exactly,
Karakin? When we
exactly.
were talking
Yes.
about the bishop on b3 or c4, I couldn't understand the difference. I didn't even think about this three because I mean, what's the case?
Yeah,
Okay, queen
yeah,
takes d3 and queen g6 again.
true.
But what's the difference actually? Just can you show me? Because I
Yeah,
didn't check. I
the
just saw.
difference is that if you take fe3 here, then ef2 doesn't come very strong because there's a pawn on d4. So
Yeah, but I took
therefore,
d takes c3, which
yeah.
was also the same, no?
So the d takes c3 problem is like check here, 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 bishop d3, and now the f pawn exists here. And so basically, after ef2, king f1 takes here f5, ef6, queen f7.
Knight
Later
G5.
on, knight g5 wins here, but
There
if
is
there was
no
no
queen takes
pawn,
f6
queen
check.
f6 is winning. Yes.
Okay, but this is
Very
yeah.
tough, very tough.
Okay, this is impossible. Okay, yeah. Okay, this is impossible, but I could just take maybe simply instead of what did I play? I played g takes f4. Maybe just d takes c3 was the move. I mean, in that case,
Which one?
after bishop takes f4,
Yeah.
would I just played d takes c3?
Yeah, that was equal. Like, but
That
what you
was
did was
possible.
very good because here if you didn't find d3, you are lost. Otherwise, you
Okay.
are winning. So that's the difference. So your move is the best. G takes f4, because if you
Yeah.
take
But
d
Sagar,
takes,
it is the best if you see d3,
true,
but
true.
it's bad for human. Yeah, I mean because g takes f4 is very bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is equal. This is
This is
around
just
equal.
normal position. I
Like
cannot
knight
probably
e4.
take on e4. Yeah, I can just probably take on e4. But I saw that it's completely winning because I didn't even imagine that he can play without the rook. So that was the problem. I just saw that. I mean, okay. I mean, I'm just rook up. It cannot work. So for sure.
You know, Raja, this position, uh, it's unbelievable that here take, and this here take, and b3 is the only winning
Yeah.
move.
B3.
I
Yeah.
mean, it is
But there was some h4
unbelievable.
as well. Where was the h4 as
The
well? There was.
h4 move
Yeah,
was
rook
here.
G8. Yeah. Now rook D1, rook G8,
Take, b3, rook g8,
and
and now
H4.
h4.
Yeah. But this is. I mean, it's. I mean, it's like one of the best positions I've seen in my life. It's just
It's
clean.
unbelievable move.
Unbelievable,
Game.
completely. I mean, it's just a rook up, completely winning, seems to be for black. But this kind of position, I'm so trapped there with the king on h8. But I mean, first time in my life, probably I see this kind of position because h4 and this is just complete domination. I mean, it's just a rook down for white, rook down, and there is no way to do anything because knight g5 is coming. Yeah, I was so shocked when I saw it. I mean, I didn't see exactly how he wins, but I felt like something is really wrong. But actually, when he played rook e6, I think I still had chances for black. But I didn't even realize because I was defending the whole game. So I saw that, I mean, the draw is so nice to make. But I mean, I didn't see how to escape the checks. But there was a way to escape the checks.
There was a way.
Yeah, some rook f7, king f8, king, and rook f6, I think here.
Yes.
Yeah, some rook f6.
Rook f6, queen g4, king
h6,
h6
king g7.
here, and then somehow you run away.
Yeah, but to tell you the truth, I mean, I queen g5, king f7. I was
Yes.
afraid of queen takes a5, such stuff.
true,
So I was not sure. I mean, this is a bit too much. I mean, it's hard to understand for human eye. Yeah. Because queen a5 and queen c7 is coming. I was not sure that this is any chance for me. I just saw that white is fine.
You actually would have felt okay when you saw that this draw, or you felt a little sad because you were better in the
No. I was super happy.
Okay.
I was super happy because I saw that. I mean, the entire game, I was just thinking that I'm fine completely. And I was very shocked that when he played d4 and d5, because I saw that completely, I mean, it shouldn't work at all. How can it work? Because I'm taking all of the pawns. And I was very happy because I can win the game or something like that. And probably he miscalculated. But then I understood that I miscalculated. And then I was going down on time. And, against Levon is not, it's not fun, to play this kind of stuff. Because, he's really tricky. And he's in a good shape, I would say. Because before the match, I've checked his games. And my strategy mostly was to get into the blitz games, but so I was really kind of hoping to get the blitz games against him. I was considering this as my chance to go there, because it's a lot of pressure, also a lot of energy to waste, and he's a bit older than me, even though probably he eats well, and he's probably feeling a bit better, but still, I just saw that, okay, maybe the age can tell there, or just the energy levels and so on. So I was just thinking, taking it to the tie breaks would be nice, but when I go this position and I just saw that, I already felt that it's lost. When I just checked on the computer, I was like super happy that I made a draw. I didn't even think about this king g7, g8, f7, rook f7. I didn't care. But during the game, I just saw that something is wrong. I couldn't believe that it works, this kind of stuff, especially, as you mentioned, b3 and so on.
Yes.
But, always with a vulnerable king, I don't feel safe. This is normal.
True.
Also, Anish doesn't feel safe this way. So this is normal for many players.
Yeah.
And, we try to avoid such things. But here it's like, already my time was collapsing as well. But only thing is that he didn't have enough time. That's the problem. He would have like few minutes. I'm sure he would find this, because once you see this,
he had only 20 seconds. That was the problem. And you also had very little time. So I think time played a huge factor. You both came under tremendous pressure. But Raja, one question to you is that last moment when you won. We saw you on screen. You had all the emotions pouring out, like you had your face in the hands, you had tears in your eyes. Please tell us what went through your mind at that point.
Yeah, but it was super tense. Sagar, also 2020 was kind of a super hard year for me after winning the World Cup and this pandemic and stuff. I don't want to talk about different subjects, but it was really hard year for me.
Yes.
So, it took me a lot of energy to work on my chess and so on, to kind of come back to the professional chess, more or less, because I was kind of, depressed and all that stuff. Soumya knows a bit more than you about it, but we talked to all the subjects. So she knows it, but it's not about winning against Aronian or something like this that people think about in many of the streams and stuff that I was emotional about. No, not at all. It's just this kind of effort that you put, and is just that you want to prove to yourself, more or less, that you are capable of doing things on the highest level, which seemed to be the case. I was going through a lot of losing games. I was lost against Nepomniachtchi in one of the games in the Nimso, as you remember. I made a draw there with some queen c7, e5, g5 stuff. He was completely winning there, like +3, +4, something.
Yes.
And then I was lost in the in the blitz game. Then I came back somehow, and I didn't expect to come back with Nepo. To be honest, I saw that the tournament is finished. And when I just came back, I saw that it's my chance, because I was getting Dubov instead of Carlsen, which is, I have huge respect for Dubov. This doesn't mean anything, but certainly my results against Carlsen are much worse. So against Dubov, it can go either way. It can be +4 or +-4 or +10 or -10. It's like every move, everything changes against Dubov. And actually, it was the same in our games. So for me, this was the how to say, the top of the emotions I have reached in this tournament, because this was really hard, the last game, because that for you, let's say, when you're watching, and for all the other professionals and amateurs and everyone, it seems that what is it like? You have just to make one draw out of 2 games, but one draw against whom? You have to consider the fact that you are playing against Aronian or any other top player.
Yes.
Which is like 2 games out of 2 when you have to make a draw. This is really hard. So I saw that, okay, if I lose this one, that like Swidler did it in the World Cup against Karyakin. He lost he was winning 2-0 and he just needed one draw. So I was like, I mean, can I really do this? I mean, hesitations and stuff going through your mind.
True.
And I know Levon very well. I mean, as a person, we have shared a lot of moments together, certainly for many years over the chessboard and behind the chessboard. Certainly, we were talking a lot. He's a very aggressive player. He knows how to come back. He knows how to strike. He knows how you have to put pressure on the opponent when you really need a victory. And so for me, it was like kind of the Grand Slam that the tennis players play.
Yes.
You are 2 sets up, but it doesn't mean anything because you lose just 1 set and you need 1 more, and that's it. Okay, compared to tennis, you can make a draw here in chess, but it's more or less the same. So I just felt that if I lose this one, I mean, anything can happen when I'm white. Because you saw in the first game when I was white, he was trying hard and he overpushed clearly. I mean, this Grunfeld, I think he was really playing it badly. This was.
But you played.
This was the game to regret.
You played beautifully that technical phase.
Sagar, I mean, the part that was technical was much easier for me because I was just playing around the draw and I didn't care if it will be a draw. So I was just going around, and if there is a chance, I can win. But certainly, I had a lot of chances there. I mean, it's like a really unpleasant position for Black that he got, and certainly he didn't expect to get this one. He saw that he will seek chances and stuff like that. But then I think that after c5, he just lost the pawn. That was the problem.
I think he missed rook b6 move. I think. Yeah.
I think I think he wanted rook c8, bishop f2, rook b8,
exactly,
and he completely forgot about rook b6.
Yes.
Yeah. Otherwise, still probably it's a draw. But I mean, at least he missed it, and I understood that he missed it. And that was kind of surprise, of course, for me, because then losing the game as Black would not mean much to me because I would have still the white color where I need to draw, which would be a kind of easier task. I mean, at least I thought about it when I was playing Black. I said, okay, I can lose this game. This is not a problem, but then I maybe can come back, in the white game and just make a draw. I didn't really feel super pressure in the last one because I saw that I'm having still the last game as well as white, so I thought I can manage there. But
you actually mentioned about the Grand Slam, and we actually felt that when you won it at the end, it was like this tennis player when his opponent hits the ball outside, like the last point, and then he collapses on the court, like winning the tournament.
I see what you mean.
It was like that moment.
Yeah. But that was I mean, certainly this victory means a lot to me, and it was a hard way to go there. I was expecting, I mean, as in all of the knockouts, usually you have these moments where you should be lucky. And I think this was my moment against Nepomniachtchi in this blitz phase. I think he played brilliant chess when he had to win. I know that maybe I was having a great position there in the King's Indian and stuff, but the way he played the rest of the game, I think it was brilliant. The way he won the blitz, I think that I mean, I really felt I'm out at that point. And after he played first e4, I was sure he will go first e4 because he will avoid King's Indian and all that stuff. And I just thought, I mean, what is the opening? What is the opening that I can play that he probably have to think at least on move 5 or 6 or something? And then just saw, that Ivanchuk played once against me, b6 in a classical game in European Club Cup or something like that. And I played b6, then e6. And then he goes for some like knight f3 or something like that. And then I remembered that, wow, the idea was to play bishop b4 of Ivanchuk, which is not my case because I have to win. And I don't want to go to bishop b4 because any bishop d2 or stuff will just, here. I mean, instead of d6. So the idea of the b6 and d6 is to play bishop b4. And I just started to think here and I said to myself, I mean, I can't go bishop b4. That's the problem. I mean, even that the bishop b4 is the best move, and white has some bishop d3, queen e2, and all that stuff that I played also against Ivanchuk. I said, okay, I mean, but this way I cannot win the game. So I think this was really crucial for my entire performance.
Yeah.
This last game, I certainly, I probably certainly owe something to Nepomniachtchi here. I don't know. I have to speak to him, but I think that I really owe him something because I mean this was really that changed my entire perception of the tournament. Yeah, bishop e3.
This move is like how Anish described it. He said, Raja says someone comes to Raja and says, Raja, you have to attack now. So Raja is like, wait a second, let me have my tea. It's like, no, Raja, you have to attack now. It's like, wait a second, I need to have my water, tea. It's like, no, Raja, you have to do it. Okay, if you say so, then I'll do it,
Yeah, it's the last chance. And then I was so upset when I missed the pawn on a4. He could take the pawn on an a4 later on in the game. I think I was completely winning. I mean, different ways. But yeah, round. Okay, just let's go. I mean, certainly winning for black, but still a lot of knights jumping and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And then yeah, takes. I'm completely winning here, and then king g3 takes. Yeah, and then I missed okay, I gave h4. This was on purpose, this h4, because I wanted to open as many lines as possible for the rooks and to bring his king to h4. But here, yeah, queen e8, queen takes a4.
You missed
Instead of knight f5. Certainly, black is still close to winning. Let's be fair, practically, especially rook g6, c5. Very hard to play as white.
True.
That's true. But still, I mean, I just lost my pawn. I don't know for what. Well, what was the reason to play for here?
Yeah.
Could I just play it more calm? But then when he played this, yeah, this was completely winning. I think this was the crucial game for my entire perception. Yeah,
True.
entire perception of my my confidence for this tournament. And I don't want to mention names, but you certainly know the guys. I mean, they helped me quite much before the final against Aronian with different types of advices. But I would say one of the ex-world champions, he told me that I just have to play faster because my chess generally doesn't seem to be as bad as I think it is. So he said, can you just play faster and then see what he's doing there? But I said, yeah, I can, but I'm not sure about the calculations I do there. So that's the problem. So today in the first game, I was trying to play faster. And I was remembering this ex-world champion and was saying, man, could I just a bit think more and do normal, except of, just instead of getting this super heart attack, and also the real attack on my king. And yeah, I think would I calculate it more, I would just take on e3 in the first game against Aronian today. And the last one was really, really tough. I mean, it's like I was trying to keep as calm as possible with this knight moves, knight h5 and knight f4.
Yeah, it was very.
I was certainly aware that this structure is not that bad, but already here, yeah, I think around b5. Was it b5 that I played?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think I'm not sure if Chess Bomb is reliable on this, but knight f1 seems to be a +1. Is it?
Yes, true.
But
This is a very unpleasant position. d4 is coming, and the knight is coming back to e3, but it's not allowing bishop takes e3. And the knight is coming to f5, and this can be really bad for black.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that it's hard for human to play knight f1, but once I saw it, I understood the entire idea, because d4 is coming and knight is 3 f5 back. So yeah, this seems to be really hard for black. So after I played bishop takes e3, I knew generally that this type of position is kind of okay for black, because I had it a lot of times as white, I had it a lot of times as black. But when you have to make a draw, this is the problem. I mean, it's very different compared to what your knowledge says, right?
Right.
I mean, he's pressing. He took on b5. I was afraid of queen f5 instead of queen g4 later. Yeah,
Just
he took on.
Very quickly, were you afraid of knight g5 here?
Not that much. H takes. Bishop. I mean, knight takes d5. No, knight takes d5. Sorry. Knight takes d5.
Knight e6.
Queen h4.
Take on d5.
Knight. Okay, take on d5.
And g3 is there in between.
And can I take on g5 instead? Is it bad?
Yeah, g5, and the point was, I mean, it's very tough, I think. Bishop takes, and then if king g7, eventually queen f3, a5, b5, and a6. That was, I think, why somehow white is getting like a5, bishop here, b5, take, and a6.
Okay, but did it work or?
It works somehow. I don't know exactly how.
So knight g5 works, you mean?
Yes.
Okay, nice. Nice to know it now rather than during the game. I thought it doesn't work at all because knight takes d5, knight takes e6, queen takes h4, e takes d5. That was my not e takes d5. Knight takes f8, knight takes c3. Yeah, queen h4, knight takes f8, knight takes c3, yes. Queen c2, knight d4. Black is winning, and queen e1 I saw it instead of this. Queen e1 was tricky. Tricky, human-wise tricky, because knight f3 is the move after rook takes f8 and keep taking the c3 knight. But now just knight d4 probably, or something like that. I don't know, maybe something like this or something else maybe. I don't know. But this seems that black is more or less okay, but I don't know. Maybe not knight d4. Is there any better move than this?
Yeah, maybe instead of knight d4, queen g4, but
Queen g4 maybe. Yeah. Just keeping the knight on f8. Yeah, that's true. And then knight d4. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just yeah. Of course, queen g4 is easier.
But you know,
So knight d4 is
Raja, it's like I promised you that you are very tired and we are not going to have this long. I know you should relax, so you should get back to your relaxation right now. You have won the tournament, but I have two questions for you, and if Soumya has anything, one is, what were you drinking in those two different cups? One white cup, one transparent cup. Why two?
Transparent was tea,
Okay.
but the other one I'm not going to tell you. But it's not doping. It's nothing. Sure, I can assure you for sure.
Okay.
I can give any blood test. It will not show anything for sure. But it's not doping, of course. But it was kind of my doping, my thing. I just don't want to mention. But I was too stressed, so I had to take it.
Okay.
Yeah, but I took like small amounts, so it's fine.
Oh, amazing. And the second question, which
Let's call it water.
let's call it water. Yeah, like my stand-up. And the second thing is 2 bitcoins incoming. Yeah, Raja, with the
Today's
prize
the
money.
Bitcoin's birthday, by the way. Today's Bitcoin's birthday, 3rd
Yes.
January.
Oh, today's Bitcoin's
Yeah,
birthday.
and so it's I don't know, it was around 34K, but I haven't seen it.
Yeah, so that's why in the chat people were saying 2 bitcoins, 60K first prize. So 2 bitcoins, not bad.
Yeah, Sagar, to be honest, I mean, I didn't think much about the price because I've won a lot of.
It's just a joke. Yeah.
Certainly significant. I don't mean that.
True.
But not only for me, but of course to many people that are watching. Certainly, this is a huge amount. But the point is that certainly it was not about this. Yeah, it was. I was not thinking. And me and Levon, we have won so many prizes. One of them I remember when he was taking the first place, I think in Linares, and I shared second. I think he took something like either 100K euros or something like that, and I took like around 50K euros or something like this. It was a classical tournament, and we have won a lot like this. I mean, he won a lot. He won the World Cups, he won all that stuff. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So this was not about money. It was not also about me and Levon or anything like that. We're both professionals. It's not about countries. It's not about anything else. It's just, once you are there over the chessboard, be it the online chessboard or the real chessboard, you forget about anything, and certainly a lot of things happen there, and you don't really think about money and all that stuff. It's just about making the best moves. And today I think he put a lot of pressure on me, seriously.
Yeah.
Even if you couldn't really feel it at the end,
no,
because
we felt it. We felt it.
I hope that you felt it, but that was really hard to withstand. And that was the problem for me. And I really felt that if I lose this black game, I can do something really stupid in my white game. But I still was hoping that I still have this chance. So I was not really worried about the black game. So I tried to play it as calm as I could and fast as I could, because I saw that after the first game when I was black, the time factor is more important at some point than your calculations and your emotions. So I've tried to keep it as calm as I could, but then. Can you just show this moment where he played Queen G4? I saw, to be honest, that Queen F5 was much better, practically.
in the last
I'm not
game.
sure it's great, but at least I felt that this is tricky. I understand Levon as well. He didn't want to even allow this chance of exchanging the queens, but Queen F5, I was not sure how to proceed exactly there. Yeah, how to proceed there? I mean,
Knight E7, take Knight E7, DE, Rook D8, Bishop F4, GF4, Rook
already
E5.
fall down, yeah.
And now Rook D1, King H2, and Knight D5. I mean, this was giving as equality, but I can understand being a pawn down here, you would be worried.
Yeah, I mean, let's be fair, I'm kind of capable to calculate this. But let's say Rook E4 and stuff, you have to estimate, yeah, if it's
B1 and you get the pawn, right?
Yeah, I mean, F4 is hanging, probably King F6 is somewhere possible. And that I was very, very worried about the last end game that we got, because I thought that he will pick up the H6 and then bring the King to G4.
Yeah. That was one moment, like here.
This one I was really worried about. Oh, Rook D7, instead of Rook D7, I was thinking about Knight H2 as a possibility.
Yeah, it's actually good move.
And now this doesn't work because of check and This is
I actually don't know what's the best after knight h2.
Knight c6.
Knight c6.
That
Yeah,
is
knight
what?
c6. That was what I wanted to play. Let's say knight g4, then f3.
King e7. King g5. Okay.
Maybe king
Yeah.
h5 or knight
F3.
b4.
f3, let's say.
Yeah.
Rook d6.
Yeah, rook d6 or something. The knight d4, knight d2, knight g3. That was my hope, but I don't know if it works.
Yeah, it works. It works.
Yeah.
Knight e5, rook a1 or knight e2. Rook a1 first.
Okay.
King
Yeah, but
a2.
you see what kind of trickiness it is.
True,
yeah?
true,
It's
true.
like,
It's
yeah.
very, very
I
complicated.
thought it's the best chance for him. I was really worried about it because of the time, because of the king problems there. Also, I saw that the king is on g5, so he can always go rook d7, g7 and have mating ideas. So when I put my knight on g4, he can have like rook d7 and then g7. And then it's always tricky.
Yeah.
Instead of knight e5, rook d7.
I mean, you know that always, I mean, compared to what we are looking now calmly, like on the chessboard, during the game, you have this kind of miracles there, like all the time, like, oh, rook g7, okay, of course, rook a2, I don't know, rook a1, rook a2, probably it's like king h5 is always possible. But during the game, it's kind of tricky. I was really worried about this position. I saw that knight h2 is really tricky. I don't know, I didn't check, but let me see. But I think that this was the best chance.
Yeah, agreed. Also in the rook endgame, when you got 2 pawns each, I think that's the time when you realize, like when you had 30 seconds left, we could see, like you said, okay, I've got this. Now calm down. It's
yeah. When I found this stuff with rook b5, when I found this stuff with rook g5 and king d3,
yeah,
I was super calm. I just understood that I'm winning the match. Yeah. This was the moment. Yeah. And before, b3, yeah, and this one, I think it was brilliant. I mean, seriously, I'm more proud of this than anything else in this tournament, because this, first of all, it wins the tournament for me.
right.
But second of all is that rook b4, king d3. Probably king c3 is still a draw as well. Probably king c5 is a draw. I don't know.
King c5 is
But
also
king d3, I'm certain e5 made. That's brilliant.
yeah,
Man, I mean,
exactly.
that's really brilliant. And so e5, and now whatever I do, I'm drawing. Probably rook f5 is also a draw, but rook h5 is just complete
Clean,
draw.
very
It's just,
clean.
It's just very important for this kind of game to get this kind of clean draw, yeah, because you don't want to risk it at all in any way. Then I was super happy when I found this king d3 stuff.
Yeah.
I was always worried that he will take h and then sacrifice the rook and bring the king to g5, f4, play h6 at some point. I was really worried about it, especially with the long time. Yeah.
We would get to know that you are in control when you would sip one from your, cup. When you are under like 20 seconds, but still you found the time to sip from your cup, you would be like, okay, Raja's got this.
I also changed my view, because I'm changing from time to time when I'm playing these events. I'm changing from the browser where I'm playing to the browser where I'm seeing the video of the player. So when I play this rook g5 and king d3, I think I have to recheck, but I think that I've changed to the Levon's camera view, and I just wanted to be sure that he also sees that I'm not losing. And I mean, I certainly I calculated everything out already there, but I mean, I was sure I'm making a draw, but I was so happy about finding this rook g5 and king d3 stuff. And I'm really more proud of this than the rest, because this was under a huge emotional pressure compared to all of the other games. Maybe also the game against Nepomniachtchi is this kind of game, but I mean, both games against Nepomniachtchi, maybe game 2 in the Blitz and Armageddon were super, super hard for me emotionally. And it really meant a lot to me to win this, certainly. I mean, the event, the games, and yeah.
Raja, in the chat,
I feel really proud about this performance.
People are there right now, 12,000 of them spamming hearts since such a long time, and they are so thrilled. In fact, we got super chats where they're saying it feels like one of our friend has won the tournament. But
Sagar, you know that during the tournament, like around maybe after the preliminaries, there was one guy, I think the Indian guy was there, and he said that, okay, guys, thank you so much for the tournament, and congratulations, Raja Chess is the only Indian player to qualify for the knockouts. I was like, I mean, that's hilarious. I mean, sometimes people make such comments. And he said that, guys, I mean, thank you very much for playing and so on, but thank you very much, Raja Chess. You are the only Indian player to qualify for the knockouts. So it felt like like a family victory for me. So yeah, that was kind of cool. Thank you so
there were
much.
like people who were saying, I have exams tomorrow, but I can't stop. The chat has been amazing, and they have loved it completely, this entire victory of yours. And everyone's waiting for some kind of a celebration stream from you tomorrow, day after.
Yeah, I'll do
whenever,
something.
Whenever you get
Tomorrow, I'm
time.
not sure I'm capable of doing this. But around maybe 10 p.m. IST, maybe. But still, yeah. Before that, for sure, I'm going to celebrate.
Yeah.
Thank you
please
so
do.
much, guys. I
Please
know how
do.
you supported me a lot, and certainly kudos to Livon, because I mean he's a great player, and he put a lot of pressure on me, and he had a great tournament, seriously. And yeah, I mean we have to appreciate the chess that he played as well. Yeah, I mean he was really brilliant in this tournament, and I was kind of facing the best playing opponent of this tournament, more or less.
Yes,
so I just felt it. Yeah, he was playing brilliant chess.
Would you say, Raja, that this is the best chess you've played like in a while, like this tournament, or no?
No.
Ah, okay. Take care, Raja.
Man,
I'm
I'm capable of getting better positions than against Nepomniachtchi with plus 225 after 15 moves.
Yes.
So I do not consider it the best chess of my life, for sure.
But we enjoyed it thoroughly, and thank you so much for entertaining us, Raja, and thank you for coming on the stream.
Thank you so
now.
much. Thank you.
See you and have a great time. Enjoy your
Thank you
victory.
for your support. Thank you, everyone. Means a lot to me, seriously. You, both of you, of course, all the other players. I don't want to mention because I mean we're all professionals, and also the colleagues, and I think it will be unfair towards Livon and so on. But I think that thank you so much. I mean to all of the colleagues as well that helped me, and to the chat, to the subscribers. Thank you so much. It was really, really nice of you, and really means a lot to me to win this. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Congrats,
Thank you.
Raja.
Bye bye. Thank you.
Bye.